Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be learning how to make our math test, but in a completely different way. We're going to do it our quiz style. So I'm going to open up the simulator and show you the app. It's a little bit different. I mean, it's a little bit more basic. Like, say, example, when we open the app, we get a score, we get a math problem, and we can see that we get some problems here. So actually, it's actually kind of easy when you have multiple choice, since you can just chance the answer. See, we just have to find the units digit. And then that's just 190. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to be opening up Xcode, and then I'm going to, you know what, we'll just create a new one. Nope. Not a playground. So we'll just do a new project, and I'm gonna call it quiz tutorial. Now I'm going to go to main.storyboard, and we have to add a few things. Score label. Question label. So we're just gonna get that up to a good size, center a line, and make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it to 30, make it 2-lined. Now we're going to add the 4 buttons. Here comes the next one, here comes the next one, and here comes the next one. So, that looks good, but now the next thing we're going to do is add the result. So, you know when it says correct or incorrect? We're just going to do that, and it's just going to be we're going to select that, set the texture label, like we never touched it, and let's see if we can get that bigger. Should be able to. So there we go. Now, the next thing to do is add the next problem button. That will send you to the next problem. So, once we got that, and yes, we will center align this text and make it bigger. We don't actually need 2 lines for that. So now what we can do is we can add the constraints. So there we have it. Now let's link up everything. We're going to open up the assistant editor. Set the score label. And then set the question. And each of these buttons will have a label too. Like, we have to set the title. And we also have to hide and show. So now we're done with the buttons. Let's do the result. And then the next problem. now it's time for the actions. We only have 5 here because we have 5 buttons. Then we have our answer 2. Dang it. That'll do it. And then let's hope we can get that to an action. Connect. Button number 3. And we have to remember to set that as an action. Here I'm going to leave a double space in between so it looks better. Now it's going to be an action and S4. And for a second, I'm going to disconnect this just for a second. Let's keep the perfect reputation. There we go. Now let's move on to the code. So we're gonna, of course, put a space right there and a space right there. And we're gonna start with Viewdidload. We have to define all our variables. So num1, as usual, that's gonna be an integer. Arc for random, we made a mistake there. We don't have to do that yet. Var num2 equals also an integer, and then we have a variable that's the assign number. We're gonna do a switch statement with that. This app requires a lot of switch statements. And then we're just gonna have assign, which is in a string, because characters are annoying. And then we're gonna have the score. And of course, it's gonna be 0. And then we don't have a time limit in this one because it's weird. And then we have our answer. And then we have our answer mix number, which is weird because we're gonna have the answers mixed up, so that's not that easy to guess the answer. So we're gonna say result dot is hidden equals true. And then next problem dot is hidden equals true. Then we have we're gonna say score label dot text equals score. And then we have that as our score. And then we're gonna set num1 dot text, or num1 equals arc int arc for random underscore uniform, and that's going to be up to 500 because these are multiple choice. Num2 is the same thing, just choosing another different random number. And then there's no num3. So we're going to have sign num. We're going to set that equal to, again, arc for random, and this time it's going to be 4, or actually 3. And now we're actually going to switch sign num. So we're going to type switch sign num. This is case 0. And we're just gonna put break, and then we're gonna copy that a few times. And again, for default, we're also gonna put break. That's 3. That's 2. And then case 0, for case 0, it's just going to be sign equal plus answer equals num1 plus num2. And then we're going to say question.text equals, again, num1, and then sign, and then num2 equals, and then we're gonna break out our answer mix num. So here we're also gonna say answer mix num equals int arc for random underscore uniform, and that's going to be 4. And again, this is many layers. So we're gonna do answer mix num case 0. We're gonna be setting a lot of titles. 1.set title, and the title is answer minus 2, and it's just gonna be UI.normal. Then answer 2.set title, and that's going to be answer minus 1 for .normal. Answer 3.set title, and again answer, and this one's just going to be directly the answer, so this one will be the correct one. And I believe this is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to split this into 2 parts. So once I finish this part, I will, and this one will be answer +1 for .normal. And we will do the rest of this in part 2.